Alright, alright. So, let's just see. I unmuted myself. Everything's good. Let's just see. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. Let's finish this, at least from the content that's currently in the game. I hope I have enough content for a decent length for a stream, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna maybe see if I can do some extra bits of content from the game or whatnot. But yeah. So, yeah, steps through. Yeah, this. All right, let's continue. So, if I remember correctly, we're in a flashback currently that tells the events of what happened, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, so Johnny rolls lines of sparks down the walkway as he circles in on Tank and Mimi. There he is again. Wait, what? Did I hear something? That's probably just my imagination. Maybe. Am I hallucinating? My god. Anyways. Tank crouches in the shadows. Mimi's one arm flops and wobbles from over his shoulder as young John whizzes by almost close enough to notice them. The only Johnny-free path leads into the cherry cabin. After young John passes by for a fourth time, Tank lunges for the posh, lockable mahogany door. Alright, let me just pit stop in here. He closes it glacially slow. The air in this cabin is perfectly still. Everything is muffled by Enkidu's abilities upstairs. You know what? Fuck a pit stop. This'll do just fine. He locks himself and Mimi inside the cherry cabin. Hold on a sec. Oh! Thanks for the follow. Whoever was that, I cannot actually see the... Oh, Anilazane. If I said that correctly. I hope. He locks himself and Mimi inside the cherry cabin. Click. He positions his back to the wall, plugs her tail charger in, and waits. Time passes. He twiddles his thumbs while Mimi recharges. Guardian? Oh, hello. Guardian spies through a crack in the sliding window. Dum-dee-dee, doo-dee-day. Tank is just chilling. Hey, that shit you were humming during your tune-up, that was kinda catchy, eh? She's recharging. Where's the power button anyway? She should have enough juice by now. Oh god. Shit. No, I'm not gonna do it. Ah, frick. Well. Tank checks the panel on the back of her neck. Probably this one. Wait, did Tank fuck things up? Just because Pet is not here to tell him what to do? Oop. Mimi springs back to life mid-sentence. Need to recharge or else I'll... Oh. Ah! What happened? Oh my gosh! Frick! Calm down, Tank? Tank! Come on! Why are you using that language on Mimi? Why? Calm down, bitch. Everybody's alright. Mimi hyperventilates. Mona? Relax already.
You're good and you're in good paws.
Everyone teleported out of the room? Whose abilities is this? Did another person join in the flashpoint? Tank explained the situation. He goes nice and slow and restarts a few times while Mimi repeatedly loses grip on her emotions. I see. I understand. Everyone's okay. Good. Yay. Good. Is everything alright with Mimi? Is that why she got the, like, abrupt reset? Mimi holds onto Tank's chains with her one remaining arm. Metal clanks against metal with her violent tremors.
Get off of me. You're fucking up my trip.
Okay. What is Tank saying and doing? Tank, I can't explain it. But back there, before all of you guys showed up, something welled up inside of me that I couldn't control. It was like a massive laser cannon, or I don't know what it was. But it felt old. It felt like some kind of freaking gosh darn ancient power. Ah!
Quit yelling or we'll get found.
Ah.
That's better. Don't go worrying about no ancient power. You don't even have a class badge. Eesh. You're a mess, that's clear. But I don't know what you're talking about with no laser. I didn't see no laser. Listen. I'm staying right here by your side, laser or not. I'm the toughest fucking guy in here. I can hardly take damage, and anyway, I still got protection.
Guardian's voice, wait, what is that word? Lilts out through the sliding window, soft and bemused. No, you don't. Tank drops a lazy glaze in her direction.
Figured you couldn't be far.
You only had 12 hours of protection. Yours expired at midnight.
Guess you're right.
What's gonna happen? I mean, obviously that's gonna be where Tank gets murdered.
By the way, if you're trying to sound menacing, it ain't working. Hey, what is this laser shit what is this laser shit your girl's talking about? You gotta know something about this.
Guardian's sad smile is hidden. Only her sparkling eyes are visible through the tiny window. Not a thing. Okay. I never canceled the cast, did I? Huh? So that does mean, in fact, that Mimi has spells. That means Mimi, despite being classless, she does still have spells? Huh? A transcript of a private radio broadcast from the AWI on the night of the Empos Express departure. Last week, we assembled a team of Lylia's best seers, oracles, and fortune tellers to divine the location of the last monster. Their combined abilities have now resolved. Operative JG and VZ, be advised. The monster is moving in a direct straight line towards the train station. Attempts to invoke chain of command with front desk officiary have been met with abject indifference. VZ do not engage. JG, call in help and engage. If all else fails, board the train. This message was intercepted by both Imp and Dancer. Ah, this is getting spicier. This is getting spicier. Dancer and Imp knew about that? Also, what does JG and VZ would mean for? Huh. This is getting spicier. I only delayed it. If I were to guess, the cast that she's talking about is Parish Song, isn't it? Get away from me!
Alright, jeez. You're really not calming down anytime soon, are you?
Is it the ability Parish Song? It would make the most sense. Tank gives her some space. Guardian's eyes flick between him and Mimi. No. Further away. Further away.
Okay, you're starting to scare me now. I'm gonna leave. Just wait it out, alright? I think you're having a panic attack. I've been in your shoes before. You know what really helped me? Was...
Oh god. Oh god. Mimi involuntarily burst into song. Yeah, okay. So this is a confirmation. Mimi did cast Parish Song. Oh damn. Oh god. That... What? Okay. But did Tank died immediately or not? Yeah, okay, I was right. Mimi has used the ability Parish Song. You're gonna die in 3 turns now. Oh god. Tank smiles shakily. That's, I mean, that's a little... What? 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 Bruh, she just cast Parish Song on you!
That's a little gay, but if you gotta sing your feelings out, then whatever works for you, I guess.
Mimi goes limp. Her head smashes against the floor and her goggles break. Shards of glass scatter around her.
I'm dead, aren't I?
Shit. So Colin actually was right. Okay. Mimi pops out of existence. What? But we found her in pieces, not disappeared entirely. Oh, okay. Guardian just casted recall on her, teleporting her out of the locked room. She used that wall trick again to get around their mini rule. She pushes Mimi into the nearby cabin without touching her. Stay put, darling. I'm going to kill Tank now. With the game sense of a seasoned battle veteran, Tank preemptively cast Redirect, targeting himself. Yeah, but why? After a 3-second delay, all damage and ability cast will be transferred from Tank to Tank. But why? That's a bit useless, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
He runs for the door. Wall resolves around his throat and clotheslines him just before he can reach the lock. Oh god. Guardian stares at him as he struggles. Her half-lidded eyes are devoid of any moisture or emotion. His legs kick wildly, suspended 1 inch off the floor, unable to leave any scruff marks. She holds the cast with obsidian resolve. He can't even turn his head to look at her. What will you even be sorry for? You did your best. You just got a little unlucky. Bitch. My god. Why? Was that really necessary? Guardian throws his axe through the sliding window. It skitters to a stop at his feet, where it will eventually be showered with his glistening cyan blood. Don't mind that, darling. It's just for later. I was tailing Mimi when you both encountered that axe trap. I figured I'd better snatch this thing, in case I need a quick, nasty little misdirect. Tank manages to glance a kick off the wall. It can't fully connect, but he smiles with wicked hope. Eyes lit up, and he funnels all his energy into landing another good one. The sound is so muffled that Guardian can't help but laugh a bit. Huh. Really, I do admire your fighting spirit, Tank. I'm stuck here, holding this cast, so I can't stop you from leaving any clues. Go ahead and try your best to get out of this. But you won't succeed. You die here, Tank. Tank begins to scratch the first line of a W in the wall with his free paw while he fumbles for the yellow outgoing radio button with the other. So he's gonna try to call for help now. Oh, I can't watch this sorry display. She slides the window shut. Wait, Suit was there? He knew from the very beginning? Or is he just sleepwalking? In that same instant, Suit walks up behind her. Excuse me, good miss. Have you seen my sister? Okay, yeah, he's just sleepwalking. Okay, he's just sleepwalking. Wait. Suit did mention that he heard someone singing. So he did heard Mimi. Technically. He's sleepwalking. Enki auto-balances on his shoulder, conked out too. Suit paws over the wall under the sliding window. The red lipstick Guardian gave him during the AB game is held slack in his fingers, like a pencil. Let me write her a note, in case she ever returns to High Roost, and asks the faculty where she can find her little brother. His claws brush over Guardian's wild, frozen expression. Back to the present. That's wild. That was a wild sequence of events. Okay, that pretty much explains everything. Apart from why Noel said that he's an accomplice, or they are an accomplice, rather. Damn, this is wild. Back to the present. You may speak freely now, Mimi. Understood. I will now end my silence. I do not recall killing a man. However, I have now gained a class badge. Wait, what? You do? And one of my abilities was recently on cooldown. That ability is Perish Song. So, Mimi is not classless. Ability Perish Song. Description: sing a dirge for the nearest person. Apply a time debuff to the both of you. Debuff Dirge. Duration 1 hour. When this debuff runs out, destroy both of your brains. Yeah, so it's basically like the Pokemon move. Basically. Oh wait, so that's why Mimi got reset. She's a robot, so she didn't die, but her memories got lost because she used Perish Song. Huh. Because I have no brain, I must have been unaffected. However, I assume Tank was doomed by this ability. And I assume my mother attempted to steal the kill to protect me. She failed. So she had to convince you all that she was the killer. So if I was caught, I would have been banned from escape. I do not condone her actions, but they were a result of love. Yeah, questionable love, but sure. So perhaps the Mimi which came before me would have said, please forgive her. It's hard to forgive her. It's really hard to. No, I'm not gonna forgive her. She doesn't deserve to be forgiven. I don't need anyone's forgiveness. That's right, Karen. I literally did nothing wrong. Fuck you. That's where you're wrong. What the fuck? How can you say that you did nothing wrong? Wow. Wow. The instant Dirge started counting down, I used recall to teleport Mimi out of the locked room. Then I cast Wall in horizontal mode on Tank's throat. He countered with redirect, targeting himself. Very creative technique. Instead of tanking damage for someone else, he used that to simply delay my ability by 3 seconds while he lumbered to the door. Then Walls resolved. It didn't decapitate him, as I expected it to, but it did manifest inside the empty space of his throat. Of his throat, silence him, and freeze him in place next to the door. He tried the lock, but it was stuck. My only option was to wait and hope he suffocated to death before Dirge timer expired. He held on for too long, though. In the end, he was too stubborn, too tough to his core to die in a mere 60 minutes. Dirge killed him before I could. When she awoke, Mimi ran off in distress. But after his head finally popped off, I tracked her down and dismantled her from a distance. Wow, you're so fucking... Wow, you're so unredeemable. Wow, you disassembled Mimi on your own. Why? How did you dismantle me? With Noel's help. Oh god. Dang, okay, that one is tough. I helped. God, this is so messed up. For the little one, and for the rest of us. Don't worry about how I did it, sweetheart. Why did you dismantle me? Mimi. It's hard for you to understand now how you used to be. The purity of your heart would have compelled you to come forward immediately, and you would have been caught and banned from escape, among other horrible things. But you should know, this is not the first time you've lost your memories. When you get a badge, no matter what badge it is, you can't ever control your own power. That is just so fucked up. Oh my god. This is just entirely purely fucked up. Wow. You fire things off and hurt everyone around you, causing you severe emotional distress, which further degrades your self-control and you enter an unstoppable spiral of destruction. Am I the reason you have that wound? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is dramatic. You really love that raincoat. Am I the reason your blood is poisoned? Oh my god. I had to abuse chloroflowers to heal off years of your damage. Am I the reason you are crying? No. This is because of something else. You could never make me cry, my little falling star. You're perfect and I love you. I understand. Oh god, what am I going to do with you now? We're going to have to start all over from the beginning. Do you see now? You rotten people. No, still fuck you, Guardian. You're a bitch. I dismantled her not just to protect her, but also for the safety of the group. It's only thanks to me, thanks to this emotionally stunted state I put her in. That's the only reason she hasn't rampaged up and down the train and doomed all of you with her inadvertent dirge. Jeez, thanks, Karen. I'm a fuck you. No, you're not. No. No. You're not a hero. Tank's head didn't fall off by accident. After an hour of strangulation, his last hour alive, you decapitated him. I only had to do that because you brought a time bomb onto a public train. And when she fired that ability off, which she was always going to do, then you had to torture a good man for an hour and disgrace his corpse just to cover for her. A time bomb? Oh, please. She's harmless, clearly not. The only way she's any danger is if she gets too friendly with the stray badge. And I convinced her to not even try and equip them anymore. Then how did she cast Perish Song? Well, I don't know, darling. But it certainly wasn't my fault. Someone else made that mistake. Who was it? Anyone slip her a badge? Come forward now. Pet looks at his own paws. No. Wait, was it really Pet? No. Badges are made of gray metal. Tank dropped a gray metal coin in her rig, and I told him not to tell you. I told him to just ignore it. I convinced him. It was okay. Ah, that was only because you didn't want me to overbear on Mimi. I heard that part, at least, from the walkway. Now I understand what you two were talking about. So, pet. It's not really my fault that this happened now, is it? Come on, boys. Let's all just admit it. The true killer was a dropped coin. No, Guardian. You may not have killed Tank directly, but this is all results of your actions. You warned no one about her, not even the kind of volunteers who tuned her up for you. Maybe this could have been avoided if Pet had told you about the dropped coin, but you've never treated him kindly. You call Pet a creature and an animal. No shit, he's scared to bear bad news to you. Did you forget that that's a life-threatening risk for him? There's something I just noticed too. Tag teaming here, are we? Guardian, you said you were spying on them through the sliding window. Then you said you cast Recall the instant Mimi fired her shit off. You were ready for it. You anticipated it. You had ample time to warn him and chose to let him die instead. That can't be right. She was just trying to protect Mimi. She didn't know what was going to happen. Right, Guardian? You're exactly right, Pet. Thank you for finally sticking up for me. Please don't. She's not worth defending. Bullshit. You just said... What a pedantic charade. I said this, I said that. You just said this isn't the first time she's lost her memories. You said she enters a spiral of destruction every time she gets a badge. How is it possible? How is it possible that you didn't notice Mimi charging up even though you'd seen it happen a million times before? She can answer that, right? I don't want to believe that you allowed Tank to die, Guardian. Why would you do that to him? I know he punched you, and that wasn't nice of him. But you really let him die over that? Tell me that this wasn't the reason. Tell me that you didn't mean for things to go this way. You're just a victim of circumstance, like Mimi herself. You're a good... No, Pet. Pet. No. She's not a good person. She's far from a good person. Please, Pet. Please! Explain what really happened. Just tell us the truth. The truth is this. I just hated that she seemed happier around you and Tank than she did when she was with me. I hated him for making her happy. Wow, you're truly a bitch. I know it doesn't make any sense. I know it's irrational. But I allowed him to die out of pure jealousy. Wow, you're really unredeemable. Wow. There. That's nice and believable. You think that this is nice? But yes, it's very believable out of you. But it's not nice. Very far from it. Wow. If it wasn't him, it would have been someone else. That's just how Paris song works. It targets the nearest person, no matter what. I took the kill because it happened inside a locked room where I could control the circumstances. Imp has a tiny cutter in his bag that says Bubby on it. Huh. Okay. That's why he said Bubby during his breakdown in the trial. Huh. But I'll spare you this truth bleh. I'll spare you this truth you so desperately think you want to hear. It will be easier on your heart if you believe I am a monster. Oh, you're actually a fucking monster. There. There is my apology for the hurt I've caused you, pet. That's barely an apology. This lie is the best gift I could ever give you. Oh fuck no, you're not. It's not. You're spouting bullshit again. Dead Ghost, this is not fair. Guardian is the true killer, not Mimi.
Nuh-uh, bro. Even if multiple people were involved in this murder, the culprit is the one who strikes the final blow. Check the rules.
Ah! I'm so sick of fine print. Are we ever going to play a game in here that doesn't have 87 hidden implications at the outset?
Hide and seek was the most basic shit you could have asked for. You don't even remember that one cause your boyfriend got you a free ride downstairs. Guess what else? It's not my fucking job to spell everything out for you. My job is to set up dope ass games, tell you the rules and enforce them. Figure this shit out yourself or just give up and go do a sweet backflip off the train. I would like to see that actually. And guess what else again for a second time? Bleh, sorry. For a second time. If you survive the fall, I won't even trick you down and kill you for trying to escape. In fact, I won't even try to get you back on the train. But the next time I start a new third game and you're down there in the hospital getting your legs healed, not participating, your heart will inexplicably stop.
That's now unfair.
And all the doctors, healers, white mages, herbalists, and pussy non-combats in the building will have absolutely no idea how you mysteriously flatline in a locked room under their full supervision.
I mean, they could cast Revive, honestly. Dead Ghost re-reveals his class passive, Global Range.
Get set.
Wait, what? What? Get sat down? I don't get it. The room finally lapses into silence.
Hey, all right. With that cherry on top, I think we're finally done here. Good job, guys. You almost made it. So close. Pet, you will not receive the sugar bowl. Mimi, please step forward.
Dead Ghost opens her and Guardian's glass chambers. Mimi walks up to him in a straight line, metal paws palmed up. I do not know if I deserve this. This does not feel good.
Ha ha ha, feel good? You're the furthest bottom tier of a shadow of a shell of a fake person. What the fuck do you even know about feelings?
More than I knew this evening. All my new friends who I just have met for the second time. They have begun to stare at me again. Beneath dead ghost cloak, two chains languidly extend. He places a delicate white porcelain sugar bowl into her open palms. Clink.
Good game.
Guardian stands distant, hand on hip. Toss that to me now, my little farling star. Do not listen to her. Do not listen to her, Mimi. She's just a bitch. I said, give it here. Don't. As you wish. No. No. It's gonna be the end if you give it to her. Mimi throws it over. Guardian perfectly catches it with one paw. Now, head to the platy. Mimi obediently clanks out of the room, down the spiral staircase. Guardian walks backwards so she can face everyone else stuck in their chambers. Bye-bye, everyone. Ma'am, please. Guardian cups a paw over her ear. Speak up, I can't hear you. My daughter walks really loud, and you're pleading through a pane of glass. Please don't look inside the bowl. Why shouldn't I? I've earned it. Oh, fuck you. Her tail flicks around the corner. Healer clock kicks the glass of his chamber, rattling his own reflection. Let me out! Why did Guardian and Mimi get to leave early?
Winning the sugar bowl wouldn't mean anything if you could just dogpile them and steal it immediately. The girls get a head start. This way, they have some time to look inside and claim their instant win.
I see.
No backtalk? That's my cue then. I'm gonna go get ready for inevitable summon. Bye, losers.
Dead Ghost whips out of the room, cackling. We need a plan. Now. The sugar bowl must contain some kind of ultra-specific hint about the monster. She's going to find out who it is and win in 5 minutes. Unless we do something, we're all dead. What are you just suggesting we do? I think we only have one option. We have to kill her. Oh shit. Chef!
There must be another way. Perhaps we can just incapacitate her? Right. How about your ability, miss?
I could restrict her from winning with order. Yes, that might work. You two are smarter than this. Mimi follows her commands now. She'll tell Mimi who the monster is, and then Mimi wins and chooses Guardian as her companion. Wait, but wait, right, she's not banned from... Right, fuck. We don't know that she'll obey. She hesitated to toss the sugar bowl. Pet, you concur, don't you? You can't be alright with this. Pet scrunches his eyes shut and turns away. Don't look at me with your eyes all hopeful. I wanted to avoid this outcome more than anyone else. The whole point of this trial and the sugar bowl was just to cause another death. I know that. Exactly. That's exactly why we can't go through with this murder. Falling like dominoes at Dead Ghost's gentle touch. Do you really want that for us, Pet? Miss Officiary, we have no choice. Once Guardian looks inside the sugar thingy, she can guess who the monster is and win the death game whenever she wants. We can't do anything to stop her. We might be able to delay her, but she'll always have that information in her head. Ouch, our chambers are about to open. We need to make a decision.
Let's hold a vote then.
We are not fucking voting over this. I'm not going to let Healer die because we hesitated here. We have to kill her. This is the officiary. Chef, your eyes are empty. You've been prepared for this since the start, haven't you? While I was racked by my emotions, taking this death game minute by minute, you had already crystallized your resolve to kill for our survival. I agree with Chef. Me too. I can't believe we're even having this discussion in the first place. Agreed. The room turns to Suit and the officiary. I cannot sanction this. I've seen too much death in my line of work. Chef, I cannot allow you to kill one of our fellow passengers, dangerous as she may be. Miss, please talk some sense into him. Enkidu nuzzles her soft feather head against Suit's cheek. Sure. Cool. Sure. Need you. Sad with no you. Aw. That's cute. Suit pinches his brow with two fingers and slams a crushed shut fist to the glass. Don't say such nonsense, my liege. You cannot say such things. Enki sheds a feather. She flitters her wings and discards it. It floats down to rest on the tip of Suit's shoe. Sure. Go. No cry. An old chef badge, just right ability. Choose a non-living target within a small range. Raise or lower its temperature instantly by up to 30 degrees. This ability cannot steel melt, nor it can drop an object to absolute zero. But given enough recasts, combustions is possible. Damn, okay, that is worrisome. Okay. Suit inhales through clenched, shaking teeth. Then, he erects his back and straightens his tie and clears his throat, all in one silvery liquid motion. His eyes stares at nothing in the distance, obscured by the glare of his square glasses. Wait, I'm just gonna refresh because... Okay. Still, okay. I was just wondering something. Okay. Alright. I could not formulate a better solution, given time that we do not have. I've become fast friends with many killers who came to regret their actions and learned to be better people. I know she could change. That's too hopeful. Honestly, Guardian cannot change. Like, honestly. She's a Karen through and through, and she's not gonna change. I doubt she's gonna have a redemption arc. I really doubt. Unless it takes the same approach as Your Turn to Die with Kutaru Burgerberg. But like, that's a huge stretch. I wouldn't expect another Kutaro stunt again. Guardian is not gonna change, most likely. But I can't bet my life on it when the results of a miscalculations on my part may leave my family alone on this train for 10 days. Pecking faucets too heavy for her to turn with her gentle beak, unable to unopen granola wrappers. Perching somberly atop a pile of our pale and fetid corpses until the train lurches to a stop at the end of the line. So, fine. I give my affirmation. The deed must be done. Miss, You know, this is necessary. You know, I don't want this. More than anyone else. I never wanted this. Can't you see that? If I'm the only one, if I'm truly the only one, then until death or arrival, I will remain the last sane person aboard Flight 213. I think you're all making a hideous mistake. She cleans her glasses with a handkerchief, rubbing compulsive tight circles over some stubborn, non-existent grime. Our lives are not so important as to outweigh the very rules of decency and civility upon which our entire modern society functions. Bruh, your life is on the line. Do you really think that you can be what is the word again? That you can be diplomatic about it? No shit, especially not with someone called Guardian. To cast those rules aside and kill for survival is to regress back to the savage heart of the demon, the animal, and the monster. To fall as dominoes against our fellow people. The chambers all slide open at the same time. Chef already has his heels locked into a running start, but he doesn't run for the exit. First, he bolts for Imp and shakes him back to his senses. Imp's coin is utterly wrecked. Holy fuck, that was a bad one. Oh my god. I'm fried. I'm so fried. I looked into the eye of the god and looked it right back through me. It looked through everything, and it was so beautiful. I got you. Imp hoards a steady breath. He grabs Chef by the collar of his jacket and tries to get his baggy eyes to focus. Jeff. Wait, Jeff? You know Chef? Help me. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. If I go back down there again, I won't come back up. I need to borrow your ability. We have less than a minute. Huh? I need your help to save everyone. Why are you counting on Imp of all people? Imp's brain has a coughing fit. Better. Better give me a kiss later if you want my help. Can you walk? No. Chef slings him over his shoulders. When I give the word, project a hallucination of a closed door into Guardian's eyes. That's all I need you to do. Closed door. Got it. You're warm. I like it. Hold on, dude. Chef sprints for the exit. I wonder what he's planning. I'm really curious where he's going with this. Imp flops around on his shoulders, his deranged strings of ikis bouncing up in pitch with each quick-fire step. Chef, don't die. I'll be right behind you with heal. Tears sparkles from the corners of Healer's eyes as he drops to all fours and chases after Chef, who glances over his shoulder to say, I promised you already. I'll never die. I hope you're right. Hold on for just one moment, please. This is something of a cutoff point. Okay, so is this where the game's where the current content ends? I suppose I could express this could express it best by role playing as Imp for a moment. This is the 0 apex point, dude. It is hell upon us. One might call it the final zenith, or the true last stretch of Act 1. Yeah, something like that. Up until this point along the trail, I've been able to tiptoe around a certain key secret. But now, over the course of the next 10 days, as the Ample Express blazes forward through the black skies, if we're able to share the readings together in something close to full accuracy, I'll need to provide you with the truth behind that key secret. Oh, what is that key secret? To do this, we'll have to invade Chef and Healer's memories repeatedly. It's no big deal. If anyone is about to die up here on the train, I'll put a bookmark on down in their skulls and narrate the here and now as my top priority. Now let's go back. Huh? Chef and Healer. Interesting. Almost a decade ago. Wait, what? Chef solves puzzles alone in his room, ears down, his brother outside the door. Rainbow Mage? Huh. Hey, come see the new goblin farm I made out in Yard Forest. I'm busy. Oh, that is young Chef. He's cute. He's cute. Collection, slaughter, XP harvest. It's all automated. She runs by herself, little bro. Is it that sick? I followed the tutorial build for the start, and then, you know, I just kinda did my own shit with it. I'm busy. With what? I'm not permitted to leave my room until I solve all the puzzles you set up for me last weekend. Or else you said you were gonna double the difficulty. Remember? Oh yeah. Lol. Duh, doy. Forgot that I told you to do that. Yeah, finish that first. Then I'll come back and take you out to the farm. You gotta see the absolute machination I devised out there. She runs so smooth. They die so clean. It's beautiful. Chef fills out a take-home quiz with his head on the desk. If he was laying in the grass, his dead eyes would be looking straight through a forest of green stalks. What is farming? Killing monster for EXP, I would assume? Success, yeah. Chef scribbles his answer. The monster blood. I think it's red. No? Yeah, it's a flashback about I think Chef's Pass. Wait, wasn't monster blood supposed to be red? No, that is the fiend's blood that is supposed to be red, right? It's orange because the monster blood is yeah, that. Right, whoops. It's wait, no, it's not cyan. Right? Because if it's cyan, then it kind of implies that Tank was the monster. Wait. Does that mean Tank is the monster? Because his blood was blue. Wait, what? Okay, I'm even more confused now. Chef scribbles another answer. Oh, okay, this one I know. The fiend blood is red. But then, does that mean everyone is a monster? Because, I mean, yeah, except him because he's a fiend, but if the answer was correct when I said cyan. That must mean something. Chef perks up. What is the difference between a monster and an animal? I think monsters can use abilities. Yeah, okay. Then his eyelid starts to droop again. What happens to XP when a class badge is unequipped? I would assume maybe that XP remains until it's equipped again? Okay. Ah. Now he's asleep once more. Why are badges magnetized to their owners? Is it really that? I mean, that's an answer. Okay, so we just don't know. Wow, is he ever asleep? His Kinorka pencils keeps on writing though. It's not hard. Everybody knows this stuff. I'm trying to understand. I mean, we know that we can switch classes because Chef was the detective before he switched to Chef. So we know that people can switch classes at the very least. What range will a badge stop from being magnetized to its owner? 50? No. 30? No. Magnetism only increases with distance. Huh. Okay. So that means if a badge is super far away, then the magnet force is gonna be super strong. No. Why do we need badges in the first place? He's sleeping. Well done. He's finished. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Chef doesn't wake up for another 12 hours. Chef fishes on the shore of Lake Brevity. He throws a line across the glassy clear water and hauls in a sparkling blue skull jelly. I mean, at least he's got some good sleep. He braves the sting so he can set the bubbly line dude free. Ow. You call this farming, huh? Hey, Mom. Chef tosses the jelly back in with a deep, floppy, wet plunk. That one not even a monster, hon. You're thinking of skull balloons, not skull jellies. She sits down on the grass next to him, legs crossed. We gotta talk. If you keep dragging your feet, you're gonna be way underleveled way behind your brother. Chef reels in a slack line. I don't really care about leveling. Come on. Kif, please now. Be honest with your old mom. What's stopping you? Why don't you just farm some dang finfish? They're an easy kill. Chef stops reeling. Meh. Why are you sitting out here doing catch and release? Is it like an animal refights things you've got going on, or? Chef turns to face her. I just don't want to kill things. Finch fish swarm by overhead. They ride on a gust of sure wind, like melted butter sliding across a hot pan. Thanks to their kit, they don't need to exert any effort to stay afloat. Chef and his mom share a moment of quiet. Honey, That's just how the game works. I don't care. If that's just how the game works, then I'm not gonna play the game. I'll find another way to live. You'll understand when you're older, hon, but there is no other way. If you don't pick a class and grind up, you will be entirely at the mercy of other people. You will have no autonomy of your own in this world. What does autonomy mean? She takes her son by the shoulders and kisses him on the forehead. Autonomy means being able to act and think for yourself, for every part of you, Kif. From your mind to your body, there is a class out there that can alter that part, damage it, assert total control over it. Let's say, for example, the thing you cherish most is the memories you have of a certain loved one. I can guarantee you this. There's some fucked up ultra specific ability that there that says within a range of 4 meters, convert target's person's memories of their loved one to memories of their abilities casters. What? Listen, is this a real thing? It may as well be. Is it? Listen. My point is this. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred except the things that you can control with your own abilities. I wouldn't be out here killing innocent creatures, monster or not, just because I want more power. What I want is security from other people. You listening? Or did you just tune me out? Chef is unimpressed with her reasoning. Even at this age, his piercing blue eyes see right through her bullshit. She feels pressed to elaborate. That's why your mom became a seer. Because you like to see stuff? Because one day, after something happened to me that you aren't old enough to hear about, I decided that no one was going to be able to trick me or my family ever again. I promised myself that I'd train and grind that and level like a wild bitch until I had one specific capability. The capability to see through deception. That's what seers do best. That's why I became a seer. That's my little corner of autonomy I carved out in the world. Chef turns to face his mother with his hair blown askew by the wind. I disagree, Mom. Okay, I hear you. I understand, kiddo. You sound like you've made your mind for now. You'll find your niche, you'll find your niche yet. You'll find something that you want to fix about the world. Something that bothers you more than anything else. And you'll pick a class that allows you to fix it. And then you can come crying back to me saying, "Oh, Mama, you were right all along. You were right all along. I need all the XP I can get to protect the girl I love. Please give me your farming strats." I'll never say that. Yeah, maybe so. If you do, though, you know I'll be right here for you, right? I've got the mean strat for farming the girls with the long black hair, the lone ones in the cricket dens. It's all about dodging her summoned cicada phase. Mom, please. Chef has to head off to school. He turns to wave goodbye to her after he's passed over at the knoll, but she isn't there anymore. Chef gives up on fisherman and tries out detective because he figures it'll help him sleuth out what class he wants to be for the rest of his life. But that's not how detective class works. It has nothing to do with introspection. It's more about interrogating people, animals, and even monsters for information. Phew. From this point on, he realizes that he'll need to study the specifics of each carrier options if he wants to find one that fits him best. This realization brings him immeasurable anxiety, pain, and frustration. While he wastes his time piddling through the lower levels of detective, Chef tries to find a class with some useful abilities for introspection unlocked even at its lower levels. How about Ruminator? Yeah, that sounds great. Until he reads the description of their signature ability. Moongaze ability. Cooldown non-random, determined by unknown method. For all users in a range of 0 meters from the locus of your awareness, given that your last 6 stances included one of, but not more than 2 of, the Tinker stance, the Puzzled stance, Heart Consideration stance, or the Eureka stance, reveal one or more insights regarding the primary topic selected by or assigned to by quaternary passive, groggy postulation between hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Any insights revealed this way will be symbolically represented in strict accordance with the phase of the moon, not as it was this morning, but as it will be on this night. I did not understood a word of that ability was. What was that? Why does life have to be like this? Chef throws the red class guide in the garbage. He fucks off out the library and hits the forest for another lonely walk. One night, after experimenting with the chef class, Chef forgets a bowl of practice soup out on the front porch. In the morning, it's licked clean. Let me guess, it's gonna be healer, is it? Chef inspects the eager claw marks left on the side of the bowl, and the paw prints? The paw prints left in the mud, 2 sets of 2, quadrupedal. They are unlike any monster or animal he has seen before. What the heck? What the heck kind of thing ate my dang soup? Nearby, he finds a pool of dried crimson blood. Whatever ate his soup last night, they fought to death for it. Why are there 3 empty bowls on the porch, Kif? I forgot again. Go clean them up, please. This exchange repeats for about a week, each time Chef feeds this mysterious creature. Each time a new bloodstain appears inexplicably in the long, wild grasses that extend from the front of the cabin into the forest. Chef can't suppress his curiosity any longer. He sneaks out one evening and places a bowl down in the middle of a clearing, soaked in harsh red dusklight. He waits for hours and hours. The smells attracts a few pesky goblins which he shoos away. Eventually the soup goes cold. He scurries back home and whips up a fresh gold, weaving around his mom in the kitchen. And when he gets back into the woods, there it is, hunched in a clutch of grass. The demon, the monster that he has been feeding. Yup, it's Healer. It's Healer. That's when they met each other. How cute. Maybe I can make friends. Oh, better than friends, I tell you. I'll give him some soup. I just hope he doesn't bite my paw off. Let's pretend that healer used the universal ability sense status. I'll take some liberties with the results too. 666. Yeah, okay. Species flipped-eared time demon. Wait, what? Time demon? What? Battle start. Kif Quesino, detective. Wait, isn't he? Didn't he switch to the chef class? Ah. No, ignore that. I'm not trying to battle you. Some finch fishes teared through the sky, wings flapping, gills pouched. Their wet wings beat in the sunshine and spray water droplets down onto the hardy green tree canopy. A misty rainbow hangs over the young chef and healer. I brought you some soup. It's fresh. Hunter. Evil. But... wait. Is healer the monster, actually? I'm starting to question it now. Is healer the monster? Food? Yeah. Food. Here, little bro. Chef sets down a wooden bowl, down onto the grass. White cream broth, swirled cyan with nuggets of bloody raw meat, crushed and dried clover leaves, hardy green buffweed petals. No spoon. Actually, wait. Probably not, because if... Actually, did we know healer's blood? Is it red? I swear healer's blood is red. So if healer's blood is red, then healer is not a monster. The little demon approaches Chef with open eyes. He spares a glance toward his own tail. His flipped ear peeks for anyone approaching from behind. Healer circles the bowl of soup on all fours, sniffing it, sniffing Chef's homely patchouli scent at the distance. Then he parks himself between Chef and the soup. My food. Chef backs up a few more feet. Your food. Go ahead, man. Healer circumambulate, my god. Still unsure, still wary. But his hunger pangs are too violent to ignore. He dunks his maw to the bottom of the bowl, eyes on Chef, and then he guzzles it down, only chewing once or twice per swallow. Another flock swims by overhead. He eats so voraciously, he can't help but squeak a bit. Like, his eyes going evil are as he devours his creamy liquid prey with great relief and satisfaction. Nice, Hunter. An excerpt from the last page of the novel titled Broken Moon 2, Deception of the Highest Council. And at the week's end, the Carnival's highest council of wizards convened at the zenith of their grand establishment, 6 in number and named of the 4th letter. They had promised, wait, what? No. Sorry, no promotion. Can I? Bleh. Yeah, no, sorry. It says in the rule, no promotion. You should have read. Sorry. Where I was, frick, in the 4th letter, and they had promised the lesser Maggie boons and riches beyond wild measure, at the cost of naught. Thus, 50 score of these carpet of the Carnival Grand Games Pavilion, eyes alit and dark-like, with pin sparkles of greed. Oh, okay, makes sense, I guess. The crowd did not know that they had been deceived. The boons and riches were not theirs to gain, but theirs to lose. Healers lowers his guard. Maybe it's okay to approach him now. Chef reaches out to pet him. Healer growls and threatens to bite Chef's fingers off. His jaws snap shut on empty air. Mine. Sorry. Go ahead, finish up. Then maybe he'll let me pet him. Chef sits cross-legged in the grass. He waits, patient, fascinated. The wind blows Healer's fluffy ears around. Soon, his forked tongue rasps against the bottom of the empty bowl. He paws at it cutely. He thinks that maybe if he paws hard enough, he can dig more soup out. He's clearly still hungry. You know, I wish I'd brought you some more. Everyone told me monsters are violent. Stupid creature that kill on sight, on instinct. And they told me demons were a naturally deceptive, nefarious species. So how can it be that mix of the two is just cute? You're not evil. You're just an innocent animal. Chef approaches for another bold pet attempt. Healer licks broth from his gritted teeth and tenses to the ground, head low. Easy. Easy. And Chef's paw finally makes contact with Healer's forehead. Bap. Can I pet? No, I cannot pet Healer. What is this? He has never felt this before. This feeling. This is the first time he has ever been pet, and it feels nice, Hunter. There you go. See? I got more food for you later, if you want. Maybe we can be friends. Too loud, too excited. That exclamation point sentenced him to his death. Oh god. Arrgh! Healer flies off the handle and bites Chef's entire paw off. Oh god. Crunch. What the fuck? No pet. My paw. No pet me. Chef sprints away for his goddamn life. He stumbles on a tree root and wobbles into a dizzy gallop. He can only run for so long, though. He eventually passes out from blood loss at the foot of his forest home. He's not old enough to know about tourniquets yet. What? No. Actually, wait. Did Healer revive him? I'm calling it. Healer is gonna revive him. His mom finds his corpse there, still and pale, his dead eyes fixed on nothing through the stalks of the grass. Well, I mean, he's the healer class. Healers can revive. She strolls onto the house and disappears. His brother came home from university just a moment ago. You don't know that yet. Maybe. He looks down at Chef's corpse and shakes his head and smiles, like, oh, you rascally little guy, always getting into trouble. Well, it says question mark, so we don't actually know. Hold on. Someone's about to die in the present time. Up on the train. Let's book a bookmark on that dead chef for a second. What a fucking tease. What a fucking tease. It's just past midnight. Protection has run out for Chef, Healer, Imp, and Guardian. Guardian sits against the wall in the posh platinum cabin, casually brushing her hair.
Ghost, I summon you.
Dead Ghost pops his smile out of the wall. He tilts his head down at her, X eyes rabid with excitement.
Oh shit, I really thought you had to... I really thought you would hesitate a bit more.
She's a fucking Karen, she wouldn't hesitate.
I'd like to guess who the monster is.
Please, stop.
Oh, you're sure?
I'm calling it. It's gonna either be tank or healer. But wait. It's not gonna be tank. Because what's the first hint, like, the monster appears to be a girl? It could technically be healer, despite, like, healer saying that he's a guy. But that might just be, like, you know, gender fluid or just, like, transgender, whatever. Like, that. I'm conflicted. Yeah, I know, healer is not a girl.
Yes. No way. You're really gonna kill eight fucking people just to escape with your fake daughter who doesn't even remember who you are?
I mean, he probably would. Dead Ghost would probably misgender. He probably doesn't care. Mimi lays off powered on the floor so she can't interfere.
The only person I care about is my daughter.
If she remembers these 8 randoms, and my god, sorry.
Bah. And if she wonders where they went,
I'll just reset her again. Wow, she's just a bitch.
No more stalling, sweetheart. The last monster is...
Please tell me it's wrong.
Healer. What? Are you serious? You looked into the sugar bowl, didn't you? Are you fucking sure about yourself? I guess the sugar bowl made you stupid, huh? That's a pretty wild guess. I thought the hint said the last monster was a girl. You didn't phrase it like that, you know, and you know it. After the AB games, you said the monster appears to be XXXX. With the last word filled in, the full hint reads as such. The monster appears to... Oh, wait. I see what he's getting at, where she's getting at. Appears to be a girl. Everyone seems to misgender healer. Everyone seems to call him a girl, even though he's not. Oh my god. Appears to. Oh my god. I get it now. Only one male passenger fits that description. And what I saw inside the sugar bowl, it confirms it for me. I mean, if you're so sure that it's really a healer, then you're gonna lock that guess in. By the way, hot quick little fucking reminder for ya. If you got it wrong, you fucking die. Yeah, if you're wrong, you fucking die. Yes, I. Yes, what? Yes, you're gonna die? Or did you mean yes, you're locking it in? Healer is the last monster? Confirmed.
Aye. Guardian then glances at the shut door. It's still shut. Very shut. Never been opened. She looks that way at any rate. What if the hint refers to imp? He does that feminine pose all the time. Guardian peeks inside the sugar bowl again. I'm almost certain. Healer. You really think it's healer? Of all people?
Stupid guess, unless you're right. Which you aren't. Or are you? Fucking. Lock it in and find out. Guardian overtwirls a lock of her hair around her finger, twisted tight. Locking in, and I hope she's wrong, so she dies. She closes the ceramic lid of the sherbet bowl with a soft tink. Begone, you noisy cretin. I'm rescinding my guess temporarily. Just give me one singular moment, alone, to think. I cannot afford to misinterpret the hint inside this bowl, ultra specific as it may seem to be. If I leave my little star without a mother. Okay, cool, I'm leaving. Dead Ghost phases out. Then he pops his head back out of the wall. You got the one thing wrong though. Even if I leave, you ain't gonna be alone. What do you mean? What I mean is this, Guardian. You already fucked up. You're already dead, bitch. What? Who else isn't here with me? Dead Ghost faces out. Fuck her shit up. Guardian listens to the empty, silent room. The cabin window behind her silently and instantly fuses with the rest of the wall, creating a flimsy, marbled mixture of glass and metal that stretches from floor to ceiling. Do I have a little visitor? Who's there? From which direction will the attack come? You want the sugar bowl, don't you? I'll have to pop their head off the moment I see them. Go on, take the bowl. She holds it out in both palms. The empty room responds. I will in a bit. Ho, Tank! No, not Tank, Chef! Fuck her shit up. My god. I miss Tank already. I begin hallucinating him now. Yeah, cook her alive. Chef stands in the weak light of the gas lamp. I mean, literally, Chef could do it. Because, where is it? He literally can do it. Because, I think, is it this? Yeah, just right. Because of this ability of him, he can basically cook her. Because this ability cannot make steel melt, nor it can drop an ability to absolute zero. But given enough recasts, combustion is possible. So, Chef can do that. All Guardian sees, however, is the closed door. The fuck's punk? Back home in Lockport, in the bungalow between the lake and the casino, Pet has a cherished stack of unfinished Wizard trilogies written by his master. He used to curl up on them and nap there in the old paperback scent. Underneath that fat stack, his master lost an old resume. Master, pilot, detective. Huh. Wait, does that mean Pet is technically a familiar like Enkidu? That'd be interesting. How is he invisible? Why do I smell strawberries? Where do I aim? Oh, thank goodness, it's just you. How do you get in here? I'll always give you the dignity of an answer, Guardian. But you make this so much harder than it needs to be. Yeah, it's if I remember correctly, it's the Infinite Shadow of the Grey Raven. That's her ability. That's Enkidu's ability.
if I remember correctly. The door. I came in through the door. I thought I locked that. You did. I snagged the master key. When did you enter? That I don't know. Or maybe Enkidu's ability is just pet. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I don't exactly know. I'm still clueless. When did you enter? Mid-conversation. Both of them stand perfectly still. I know what this is. I've been afflicted by another of the fiend's illusions. But is it only my vision? Or is my hearing compromised too? If I fire a wall off in the direction of his voice, will I hit the hint? Or will I miss and get whiffed punished? Well, don't just stand there. Take a seat. You came to negotiate for the bull, I'd guess. Trying to see if I'm standing or sitting. Classic. Hey, Guardian, let's not do this. Do what? What are we doing something? Oh, by the way, would you lend me that fancy mixie ability of yours? It'd be useful to reconnect some of my daughter's more damaged wires. Show yourself and speak clearly now. Let's work something out. You already saw what was inside the sugar bowl, didn't you? You already know who the monster is. Who it's always been from the start. And now that you know who it is, I'm sorry, I really am, but I have to kill you. Oh, don't be sorry for her. Really, don't be sorry for her. You're in love with a... Running footsteps clung towards her on the hardwood floor. He's over there. His throat is at standing height. She has to gamble on it right now. Guardian lurches up, eyes wide, and aims Wall with a flick of her wrist. You're not gonna want to target my throat with that. Chef shoulder checks Guardian. Hell yeah! She stumbles backwards towards the mottled half-glass cabin side. Sky rushes by outside. At the last second, Guardian casts her invisible, impenetrable wall directly behind herself. She braces her shoulder blades for impact. But they just slip through empty air. Did she... Wait. Did her wall just break the entire wall off the train? So now she's just gonna fall off the train? Right? Her wall spawned in sideways. It was still in horizontal mode from the last time she casted it. Oh. Oh. The edge conks her brain stem and knocks her out, while inertia carries the rest of her body backwards towards the stars. Guardian smashes through. Sparkling shards of glass halo her slack, peaceful expression, and her jacket flutters spastic in the icy wind. She hangs in the air for a moment, eyes wide. The velocity of the train whips her body off to the side, and she stumbles into the clouds and disappears. She's gone! Yes! Once she reaches the terminal velocity of 55 meters per second, starting at the train's cruising altitude of roughly 10,000 meters, she falls for 3 straight minutes at a blistering speed until she hits the frozen ground and explodes. Oh, hell yeah, she goes down with an explosion of all things. Hell yeah. A mortar bomb of rainbow blood splatters the trees around her, and startle the birds flitter from the tops of the trees up into the moon and stars. Finally! Finally! Back in the past, apparently, Healer returns his attention casually to the empty food bowl. So now back to Healer and Chef backstory. Does he feel any remorse for biting Chef's entire paw off and killing him? Cross-eyed. Not really. He feels the kind of confused, ruffled annoyance at that an animal must feel after they get into a scrap with their parent or sibling. There is no grudge or anything. He feels that Chef is a nice, good food giver, despite his mistake. He feels that Chef should go lick his wound and try again later, and that he was completely at fault for encroaching too far and trying to pet Healer in the first place. He doesn't understand the concept of severe blood loss. All he knows is that a lot of blood equals his prey goes quiet and still, but that isn't on his mind right now. Right now, he wants more food. That soup was heartening, warm, and delicious. He wants seconds, actually. He's about to go get them. Healer uses the ability Tail Split. The end of his tail sucks the rest of his body up like a vacuum singularity. He recedes into his tail, into the What? Okay, so Healer does have a time warping ability with his tail. Huh. Okay. Back before Chef died, Healer dunks his maw to the bottom of the bowl, eyes on Chef, and then he guzzles it down, only chewing once or twice per swallow. Another flock swims by overhead. He eats so voraciously, he can't help but squeak a bit, like his eyes going evil as he devours his creamy liquid prey with great relief and satisfaction. Nice hunter. Oh, it's the same thing as before. Healer lowers his guard. Maybe it's okay to approach him now. No. Chef reaches out to pet him. But before Healer can chug the second half of the soup, his eyes go oblong. Healer sneezes. Chew! He pauses with his maw left involuntarily open. Buh. Utterly against his own will, Healer uses Tail Split. Again. A future version of himself grows out of the end of his tail. That is weird. Future Healer. Future Healer steals the blue iris for himself, leaving present Healer with 2 red eyes. So that is why he has heterochroma. Yeah, that, right? Heterochromia? Is that right? The different eye colors? That's why. For a moment, he and his future self share the same tail, but they split apart at the tip. It's a swift mitosis. Oh, another one. I definitely should have brought more soup. Future Healer immediately uses Bite. It's a guaranteed critical hit from behind. My food. Present Healer parries the crit with his tail. No. Oh my god. My food. Okay, that's a little funny. Present Healer and Future Healer grapple with their fangs out. My food. No, my food. No, mine. Okay, that is funny. What? What are you? My food! Kill you! Future Healer pounces on his past self. His fangs find the jugular and tear it the fuck out. Jaws whipping back and forth like a lion trying to snap a gazelle's neck. Present Healer claws kick his attacker's scarred belly, but it doesn't do anything. Chef breaks out of shock. Stop. You're attacking your own self. That's you. Both healers flick their attentions to Chef for one instant. The quiet, nice food giver made a loud noise. Oh, and also I noticed that the badge, just look at the badge. This one is entirely blue and the other one is entirely pink. So his badge also splits in two. But, nah. Food is more important than whatever dumb shit Chef said. They go right back to their death match. Stop! Chef leaps in and Future Healer chomps on Chef's finger. Chef reels back with a whimper. Cyan blood trickles down his wrist. Okay, so okay. Cyan doesn't necessarily mean monster. At least this time he didn't lose any body parts, but it's not like he's able to appreciate that. That was a different Chef. Future Healer locks his teeth around present Healer's throat. My food. Snap. Huh. Now it's Healer that died. His left iris drops back into to crimson. Well, one healer died. One of the healers died. Future Healer is just now Healer again. He circles his kill. Grey paws tinted a sick dark pink by the pool of fiend blood drained out into the clawford forge dirt. His whole face is drenched red. When he's sure he won't have to chomp any more fingers to secure his meal, Healer guzzles down the rest of his past self soup. He went back for seconds, and now he got them. Then he eats his own corpse for dessert. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know. Maybe he could. Chef drops to his knees. Why? Healer states the obvious. That one I can answer. They can't. They can't prevent themselves from getting on the train. They have to go on the train. Remember, they were getting chased. Specifically by Tank and the Lumberjacks. They can't not take the train. They had to take the train. They had no choice in the matter. Hungry. He drops his muzzle down and licks the red grass. Still hungry. Chef puts his head between his knees and curls up. He twists a fistful of grass and stalks tight. You didn't have to do that to him. To yourself. Me. No. Whoever you just killed, he's gone forever. I wanted to be his friend. Aw, now he's dead. Don't you understand what you just did? You can't understand basic language, can't you? Food. I could have brought 2 bowls of food. I could have fed both of you. But you're too stupid to understand that. The demon perks his long ears when Chef says 2 bowls of food. Food? Chef gives up. Grass stalks sprinkled from his relaxed fingers. No, I don't have any more food, dude. Food. No. More now. I don't have any more food today and I won't have any for you tomorrow. But if you're still hungry, you can just do that tail move and eat yourself again. Might as well, right? doesn't seem to matter to you creatures anyway. Chef walks away. Healer watches him go. He picks at the morsels in the grass under the soft patter of the fish wings until their migration away from the lake brevity is complete. When the sky is quiet again, he noses the bowl and looks back once more in the direction Chef went. He's still hungry, but instead of using tail split, this healer decides to follow Chef. Across almost all other timelines, this does not happen. It's just this one healer, but he's not especially empathic or intelligent. He doesn't follow Chef out of love or anything cheesy like that. The only difference between this healer and the others is that in this moment, the sun exposes a random heavy proton that happens to hit his brain at just the right angle, and a synapse of happen to fire, and he happens to remember something that a different Chef did just before he died. The thing he had never felt before. Monster populations begin their multi-year decline. An influx of adventurers from other cities forces guilds to expand their operations into investigation branches designed to find more farming spots to satisfy the rise in demand. The fast declining species of monster is the flip-eared time demon, which has somehow evolved to compete with itself for resources in the wild. They are also quite good at escaping capture though. When threatened, those monsters will immediately disappear into the past by use of their signature ability. Ability Tail Split. Go back in time up to 1 week ago and grow out of your past self's tail. Alternatively, spawn a future version of yourself out of your own tail. The real description of the ability is a few paragraphs long. Oh god. I'll list some clauses by name if you care, and if you care, you can check out their descriptions. 2 cells maximum clause. You know what? I'm gonna just read all of them. If 2 cells already exist simultaneously, tail split is not able to resolve. The user cannot go back in time again, and they cannot spawn a second visitor from the future. Okay. Slow annihilation clause. If 2 cells exist simultaneously for longer than 12 days, they will both fade into nothing. This is a gradual but inescapable process. So one of them have to die. Finite future selves clause. There is a finite non-massive number of future selves out there casting tail split. If that were not the case, they'd be spawning out of their past selves every second of every day. Huh. Healer stalks Chef on the way home from school. He's got some random future healer's half-eaten decapitated head in his teeth, dead eyes pointed in the opposite directions. He grunts past it. Food? Leave me alone. I don't want to be around you anymore. Food. Healer drops the decapitated head and lunges for Chef's backpack. I said leave me alone. Chef kicks a spray of pebbled dirt with the heel of his sandal. Healer recoils. I hate you. I hate everything. How many times do you have to go back in time and kill yourself out of pure stupidity? 1,000? 1,000,000? Which version of you I'm talking to right now? Have we even met? And why does the whole world have to be like this? Why does life and society and everything just tear itself apart in the most needlessly complex way possible? Just go die already. Go end up in a tie with yourself. If both of you bleed out in the dirt, at least the body count will stop growing. Healer blocks Chef's path home. All that loud, unintelligible bullshit just made him more starved and stressed out. Food. Chef snaps. He picks the first rock he finds on the ground and whips it at Healer. It dunks Healer's skull, and he erupts with a sickening yowl and scurries into the shadows of the wood. He didn't mean to throw it that hard. Chef immediately feels terrible. Because I stopped feeding this monster. He's going to go hungry again. Which means either him right now or him a week ago. Either way, another one will die. Chef's feet take him home. He doesn't even look where he's going. Is he really my responsibility now? He lowers his head, and as he passes under tree both? As he balances across the stacks of lumber by the old mill, under the wooden skeleton of the half-constructed free XP weekend sign. And before he reaches the front door, he's got a full plan formulated in his mind. I found it, Mom. I finally found it. Step 1. Regain Healer's trust. He leaves bowls of soup out on his front porch every night, and for the first few nights, they evaporate untouched. Soon, though, he finds the bowls licked empty in the morning. Sometimes there's fiend blood splattered on the ground. Sometimes there's a few gnawed clean bones. All that's left of the loser from last night's episode of Healer's perpetual self-death match. One night, Chef neglects his own work and stays up late to watch the porch through his bedroom window as he prepares to employ. Step 2. Use his class passive as a detective to apologize properly. Hey. Healer freezes, eyes on the boy in the window. I wanted to say sorry. But in order to do that properly. Healer hurries to leave. I want to declare you as my familiar. Huh? That's interesting. Chef leans into the detective class passive, familiar. It activates. Healer's intelligence and identity are both instantly boosted by 50%. I don't know how it works. His eyes shoot wide open. An entirely new ocean of thought crushes over him, and its waves smash his pitiful little mental canoe and throw his ass full overboard. Word mean things? Words he had heard so many times before this moment. They had always meant something? His claws root into the ground and doubles over as every memory he's ever had is violently recontextualized. Especially... Chef climbs out of his bedroom window. He kneels with a paw on Healer's shoulder blade. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the other week at school. I know you've got a bit of a grasp on language already, so... With that intelligence boost, you should be able to understand me now, right? I'm sorry I threw a rock at your head. I was frustrated and sad about life and stuff. That's all. I'll turn off the thingy now. As long as you accept my apology, I mean. Healer looks at him like he's an alien. Kill me. What? Healer's almost crying. He points to his sharp fangs, points to his claws. Kill. And then he points to his tail. Me. Every day, I kill me. Chef arrives with full gravity at the realization of what he had just done. Oh no. Now you understand about your tail thing. Listen, that's not really your fault. You were just following your instincts. Healer stretches his arms out to try and communicate the enormity of his guilt. The tears come. They pour twin glitter waterfalls down his cheeks. His eyebrows peak at their center and crush together. Even though his brain is now able to comprehend the atrocities he has committed, his maw can't quite express it. All he can do is stand there and grasping pointlessly in the starlight, with his arms strained out as far as they can go. There is one word that comes to mind. Chef said it to him before. Now he understands what it means. Million. The word strobes like pulsar in his frontal lobe. It is bigger than his outstretched arms. It is bigger than his entire life up to this point. I kill million. If you want to, like, scratch me out or bite me, please, go ahead. It's completely my fault that you're going through this right now. Oh. Healer grabs him by the throat. I take it back. Don't hurt me. And whimpers in his pale, shocked face. No. You give me a gift. Healer points to his head over and over. Gift. Is it really? I'm not so sure. I think you were happier the way you were before. Listen, this kinda became a whole thing. I didn't mean for this to, like, change your whole life and stuff. I just wanted to say sorry. I'll turn my passive off again, just for a second, and then you can decide for yourself. Chef cancels familiar. Healer howls in psychic anguish as the tide is forced out. The snapped and splintered tatters of his canoe come to rest again on the black sand of an empty beach. No. He bites Chef around the throat and holds his jaws there. Blood pours into his mouth. Oh god. No. 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 No what? Healer is confused. What was he even upset about, anyway? He just lost something. But what did he lose? His short-term memory is flooded with inscrutable gibberish. A few seconds ago, he had a grasp on some grand truth, something even more important than food. Now all he can grasp of that truth is its merest shadow. He begins to question why he's even biting Chef. He loosens his grip on Chef's windpipe. Chef gasps for breath. I declare you. I declare you as my familiar. Again. Just please don't kill me. Chef reactivates familiar. Healer pulls off. Saliva and blood run from his fangs. He licks them clean to hide his deep shame. Now he remembers. And he notices something, just now. When he lost his intelligence, he had instantly resorted to violence and threatened Chef's lives to get it back. No more. Healer flops onto his back, in the dirt, and promptly shows his belly. Chef rubs the bite mark off his neck. No more what? Healer rolls around in tears. Sorry, 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 sorry. No more hurt you. No more. Okay, no more. I hear you. Chef pulls his hand away from his neck. It's coated with blood. Can can I go back to bed now, please? I don't know if I can trust you. You kind of almost just killed me. Healer blinks and recalls a memory. The memory of biting Chef's paw off at the wrist. He now understands the concept of severe bloodlust. He tackles Chef. Don't kill me! No. Healer pins him there, on his hands and knees, under the stars. His claws hold Chef's wrist down. His tears patter gently onto Chef's cheeks. Blood runs from the corner of his quivery maw. Promise. Never kill. Promise. Never tell. Promise. Gambler. What is this feeling? Months later, in summer. Okay, now write an A. A. B. B. C. C. Healer writes a G. No. There's no tail. No tail. No tail. Okay. Aw, that's cute. That's cute. C. C. That's better. Good. D. D. You're getting it. G. Yes, dude. Wait, you skipped 2. You know which 2 you skipped? E. And F. Hey, not bad. Nice. That's really cute. Healer still swishes around like crazy. Thank you. Aw. Fall. You kinda need a name, huh? Yeah. Anything come to mind? Million. Healer stretches his arms out wide and smiles sheepishly. Healer promised to Chef back then. I think what Healer promised when they were cuddling is that whenever for the next plan for Chef, I mean, Chef said that like yes he will let Healer know on his next plan, but as a promise, Healer needs to go on to the plan no matter what happens, even if he needs Healer to use Tail Split. Why is that? Why that? 'Cause I do not want to forget. Yeah, I guess that's as good as a reason as any. Nobody is really named Million, though. And it's a bit on the nose. Healer stares at Chef's snout. Nose. Never mind. Figure of speech. Millie, maybe? No. William? No. How about, oh, I got a cute one. Winter. Oh, come on, we're not going to know his name. Keep reading. And the wizard held his branch up on towards the sky. Towards the sky. Up toward the sky, and spoke that self-samey curse. Self-same curse. Yeah. Wow, this book sucks. Can we read more nature stuff? Yeah, sure. Spring. Healer climbs into the treehouse they built together last summer. Kiff. Sup? I have a gift for you, bro. Chef is distracted with some puzzles his brother added to his already huge load of homework. Sec. Healer waits. Ears twitchy. And waits. and bites Chef gently on the forearm. Ow. Arr, I have a gift. Geez, alright. You don't have to bite me over it. I can't help it right now. It's spring. Healer shyly hands Chef a piece of folded paper. Here's my gift. Let's see. He unfolds it to reveal. Dear Kif, here is a poem that a man on the lake helped me write. He wears purple clothes. You are a cool friend for me, who gave gift of brain. You are a cool friend for me, through sunshine and rain. Though my ear is flipped, it is quiet behind. Your cool name is Kif, and you are very kind. Okay, thank you. Oh, that is quite adorable. That is cute. The last word of every line has been rewritten multiple times. Chef pats Healer on the head. That I don't know yet. It's wonderful, bro. Thank you so much. Healer's tail goes into overdrive again. You're welcome. It is quiet behind, huh? Still no visitors from the future popping out of your tail then? No visitor. I think all of me are determined not to do the tail thing anymore, and stay determined for a while ahead. No matter what happens, none of them have decided to coming back. I mean, to come back. Good. Hopefully none of them ever do. As long as you always keep your promise, it should be alright. If future me comes back, one of me will have to die again. Healer rests his head on Chef's lap. I promise. Good. Chef scratches behind Healer's ears. I liked your poem. It was really well written. How much did the man on the lake help you out? I wrote all the words. He helped me with the rhyme part. Aw. Can you scratch harder? Yeah, sure. He does, and it tingles. Healer feels weird all of a sudden. He disembraces Chef and plays it off as self-frustration. Rah, that poem was not good. What? I liked it. Hey, you don't want me to scratch you anymore? It was too simple. I could write better. Jeff isn't sure what he did wrong. Yeah. Well, I'll help you whenever I have the time. We can keep doing lessons until you're just as good as I am. But you have a head start. It's not fair. You were born with a full person brain. Yeah, I feel you. My brain is way better. I'm super smart, you know. I really earned this. You are smart. Healer bites Chef's neck. Ow. Stop. Seriously. Why did you bite me so much lately? Sorry. Do I taste like prey or something? Healer twiddles his thumb claws. No. Nothing to do with you. It's just 'cause of the thing. The thing? The thing that happens to me in spring. I read about it in the nature book. What is it? What is the thing? It's weird, so I shouldn't say. Is it weirder than your tail thing? Well, no. But it's just like... Just give me the name of it. Heat. Heat? Never heard of it. It's like... Never mind, I can't say. What? I want to know. I guess I won't press you, but if you're not comfortable explaining it, but to me, you could never be weird. You're my really good friend. You're like my freaking best friend, dude. Stop. You gave my life a real purpose. And I was the one who lured you into this with soup and put you in this situation. Remember? What? What do you even mean, Colin? I'm confused as to what you're even talking about. And I think I'm the one who's weird for plucking you out of nature and peopleizing you. I should have asked you I should have asked you if you even wanted this before I opened the floodgates. Not possible to ask me. Only word I knew was food. You knew a couple other ones. Don't you ever wish you could go back to being simple-minded monster again? Well, to me, I have no clue as to what you were getting at with males don't get heat. I'm really clueless. No. Chef grits his teeth and struggles with his stupid puzzle. Sometimes I think life would be better if I didn't have to be a moving part in all of this. If I didn't have to be, like, a person that lives in society. Healer bites him again. You listen me. Ow. Being animals suck. Alright, alright. Oh god. There we go. Okay. I can't wait for summer. Years later, late teens, same seasons, springtime means haytime, and haytime means street show parades. Chef and Healer sit in the hole of the Big P, up on the free XP weekend sign, each of them pretending they don't want to hold hands. Ah, so now we're back at the healer that we know. They watch the balloons and the jubilant crowds that dance in the streets of Lugport, far below. Their soft ears peak to the dull boom of the confetti cannons and the jingle of the spilled XP from so many dead monsters that it sounds like a million wine chimes in a hurricane. I'm glad you're not down there with your mum and brother and the rest of town. The wind blows Chef's fluffy tail, which hangs off of the edge of the P. Healer wants to reach out and stroke it, but that would be way too gay. Yeah, I'd rather be up here than up here with you. Stop. Is your girlfriend coming to our next lesson? You still want lessons? Man, I don't think I even have anything left to teach you. But you said I could meet her, right? A fishery is this. You've been saying that the last three times anyway. Chef scratches his nose and tries to look casual. She broke up with me. Because I spent all my time with you. Aw. That sucks, man. Yes, 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 yes! Oh my god. Yes, I can ask him out! It's okay. Chiron and I are still cool. She's doing her goth girl thing at Black Rainbow all day. You know, she's kind of got her own shit going on. Healer pokes his fingers together. Are you gonna ask someone else out now? I don't know. I'm pretty tight with Hazel. She's the girl at the at War's South Branch, just upstairs from the inn. But she got promoted last weekend, so she's got even less time for a relationship than I do. I'm sorry for eating all your time. Nah, I love spending time with you. It just sucks cause like blah 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 too. Healer is lost in his glittery blue eyes for a few sentences after he says that first thing. Don't know how I keep ending up in this situation with girls. It's like something just doesn't work. Yeah. I guess I'm trying to say I don't know who I am interested in anymore. How about you? Have you found a girlfriend yet? Healer waves a paw dismissively. Don't worry about me. Anyway, you were talking about Hazel. Hazel is personoid too, right? Yeah. And Chiron. They're monsters like you. I thought I told you that already. Wait, what? Are you only interested in girls? I mean, monster girls? Chef narrows his eyes. What do you mean? You calling me weird or something? No. Then what do you mean by that? Nothing. A boot. I could be your girlfriend. Chef cocks an eyebrow. Nothing? Don't interrogate me over one stupid question. Yeah, didn't you? You're lucky I'm doing way better with the biting this year. You should be getting gnawed the fuck out right now. Whatever, man. Chef sighs. It's not your fault. I'm getting more defensive as I get older. I recognize that. Probably just stress. School is fucking brutal, and mom won't get off my ass about applying to High Roost so I can get serious about being a detective. And my brother is fucked. He is? And these Lockport girls are a lot to deal with, and I shouldn't take any of that out on you, though. Fillion, this is gonna be super gay, but okay, so his name is Fillion. I see what they did there. Fillion, close. I wish I could meet a girl that was more like you. Oh? Healer's heart stops. What? Chefs leans in earnestly, scanning Healer's face for a reaction. I warned you it's gonna be super gay. I warned you it was gonna sound gay, dude. Don't look so shocked. Do you get what I'm saying, though? Hanging out with a bro like you is when I'm at my happiest. I wish I could just date you instead of dating punk tomboy monster girls, as cool as alluring as they are. You wish you could date me? Don't laugh at me. I'm not not trying to. I'm just doing the noise. Oh, right. You always make that noise when you're in distress. What are you distressed about? I'm just... Chef blinks. What? Are you actually gay? Man, I hit the jackpot. If he says yes, if he actually does have feelings for me, I can't ever accept them. Why? Healer's voice is tiny. It's complicated. If I say yes, I could destroy our friendship. Then, sir. If he says yes, I have to destroy our friendship. Healer tries to look away. Chef grabs his chin and steers him back to direct conversation. It's complicated. Healer wants to use Tail Split just to wiggle out from under the anvil of Chef's hard eye contact. Do you have feelings for me? Holy fuck, Chef! What the fuck? Answer me. No. It's not like that. I'm not gay. Oh. You're not? Chef, let's go. That's for the best. Well, shit. I was just gonna say it's alright if you're gay, man. I won't judge you. Even if you were, though, it couldn't work between us anyway. We both know that. I do like this sprite of him. I find him cute like that. Very cute. I like it. I like this sprite. Healer puts both paws in his lap and steeples his shaky fingers. What if I was, though? Chef pulls his beanie down over his eyes. Well, Kif, you found what you were so desperately looking for. Are you fucking happy with yourself? Huh? Are you? For real. Oh no! Oh no! For real? No, Chef. Chef, you didn't just said that, did you? You didn't just said that, did you? Oh no, even Chef is becoming Ryuji now. Oh no. If I do feel that way about you, then you would pretty much have to stop hanging up with me, wouldn't you? Healer looks down. You say it's okay, and you say you won't judge me. But there's not really a whole lot of straight guys that hang out alone with gay guys. If I were gay, which I'm totally not, I wouldn't be able to hang out with you anymore, would I? Chef stands up. Pretty much, yeah. What? He dusts his skinny jeans off. I'd love to lie and sugarcoat it, but the reality is this. If you were gay, I definitely could not keep hanging up with you. Really? Hey, I gotta go. Chef kicks a pebble off of the pea. It plummets into the yard's forest endless green canopy. Healer watches it fall as Chef turns to leave. This got a bit too weird. It's a good thing you're not gay. I'll see you next weekend, alright? Wait! Healer sprints after him. Nah, sorry. Gotta go. And bites his arm hard. His fangs sink through Chef's jacket and into his furry forearm. The pain reminds him of when they were kids, and it's severe. Ow. Hey, I told you, no more biting me over stupid shit. This isn't stupid! This is... Just Beanie slips upwards a bit. Oh, he's crying. He's been crying for a while. Chef yanks his beanie back down and hides it again. Wait. Kif, The sunset sparkles in Healer's eyes. Do you feel the same way? I've always felt this way about you. Don't don't look at me like that. Chef jerks his sleeves out of Healer's slack maw. We can't do this shit, man. I told you already. It's not going to work. You were an actual animal. I was like your big brother or your handler or something. You were dependent on me heavily for a really long time. Any kind of romance between us would be a terrible fucking idea. You should be smart enough to understand that. Healer voluntarily opts out of familiar. He feels a little shift in reality, but by this point his brain has neuroplasticized into his new mode of being. So that's your answer, Colin. Did you just... Look. Healer holds his paw out and smiles shakily. I'm still talking. I'm still a person. I don't rely on you anymore. Just because I relied on you in the past doesn't mean there's a power imbalance here. You don't think I'm still dumber than you, do you? Chef points at Healer. Of course you're dumber than me. I guess, because he learned from Chef. I was already finishing elementary school when you were learning the fucking alphabet. There's no way we're on the same level. That's not how time works. Is this all just some weird excuse? No. You just can't face the fact that I feel this way. You just need an excuse so you can avoid that, don't you? Chef grabs Healer by the shoulders and speaks directly into his face. You're the only one who can't face the facts. You do not understand how long I've loved you. I have been struggling with this since we were kids. I cannot accept your feelings. It's fine if you're gay, but you can't be with me. Go find a guy who didn't feed you when you were a kitten. You're the one I'm trying to protect when I say this. Think about the consequences of your feelings before you give in and start running with them, especially in the spring. He pulls away. Chef walks to the edge, hops down onto the next layer of inner scaffold, and disappears. Their friendship disintegrates. As the monster population declines faster, spiraling down to exactly one, which is Healer. Healer is forced to take the train to Lastport and stay there for months at a time. Living transient between the far ports is hard on his heart, but it's better than living in captivity. Healer becomes a healer to blend in. Chef becomes a chef. He spends most of his time working 48 hours weeks at the kitchen of the inn connected to the southern branch of the Abattoirs Adventurers Guild. Healer is not his boyfriend. They are just two guys who hang out a lot. Whenever Healer is in town, they go fishing, or they work on the treehouse. Kissless years elapse. At Chef's request, Healer doesn't beg him to be his boyfriend much anymore. But tonight is different. It's a winter night. The crickets chitter hypnotic in their snow-smothered den while the loppers coo cutely in the brook by the lake. The wind hums between the cracks in the plank-board walls of their treehouse. The mini fridge hangs open, warm and unpowered, stocked with stamina potions from the cashier job that Healer had to quit. I know, right? They lay together on a shitty old plaid patterned couch in the firelight. Chef is on his back, head on the armrest, and quite uncommonly, he has allowed Healer to straddle him fully clothed. Wow, pretty crazy stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are they going to do the gay? Are they going to gay? It's uncommon for Chef to let him this close. But tonight is different. It's the last time before bleh. It's the last time before Healer leaves for another whole for a whole year. The next time Chef sees him is on his 20th birthday. Can't we? Healer holds Chef's paw by the wrist, holds it to his own cheek. His back arches with sorrow and need. We can't, man. Still? Never. Is your reason the same as it was back then? Yes. Healer sighs, shivery, distraught. Chef, you have to understand by now. I don't care when you started to feel this way about me. The only thing I care about is that you feel this way in the first place. It's such an impossible coincidence that we both have this aberration in our brains. We can't waste this chance. They are hunting me. Chef slips his paw away and rubs his scarred neck, eyes on the wall. It's not that big of a coincidence that we're both gay. I have an older brother, and you've read the studies. Besides, haven't you been seeing the imps at the Black Rainbow? That's not a relationship, and you said that was okay, right? Of course it's okay. Not like I can fulfill your needs. I'm just saying, it's not like I'm your only chance. You have other options which you should definitely pursue. But you are my only chance. I don't want to be their boyfriend. I want to be your boyfriend. Can't we just try it out? Chef swallows past a lump in his throat. I'm scared that it's gonna actually go lewd, but it probably wouldn't, right? If I allow myself to try you out, I'm never going to be able to let go again. I wouldn't want you to. Only because you're not able to make a truly autonomous choice here. Don't say shit like that anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm a whole-ass person. It's my choice if I want to be with you. Your choice has been twisted by my actions throughout our childhoods. What you think you feel for me is the flower of a seed I planted in the bowls of soup, fishing trips to Lake Brevity, and the reading and writing lessons I made you attend in a treehouse I convinced you to help me build. So you took care of me. What's so fucked up about that? At one point early on, you wanted to leave. You wanted to try to find another member of your species. But I wouldn't let you alone. Because I was scared that you would never come back. You don't remember that. The next morning you chased butterflies all day. While I learned my multiplication tables and did my brother's puzzles for 6 hours. Sometimes in the spring, you would get on a bad trajectory and regress temporarily, and you would get violent again. And while you slept, I would stay up for hours and hours, alone, thinking about how bad you might get in the near future. And I was so scared you were going to break your promise. I chugged coffee to stay up all night, so I could watch your tail. You really were the only source of meaning in my life. But I made you into that. That was a horrible overreach. Oh! Oh! Healer locks his claws around Chef's throat and stares at him. Wait, actually... You want to talk about mistakes we made when we were younger? I killed you! Never met the guy. I scarred you all over, throughout the years. It's what wild animals do when you try and tame them. Stop fucking talking about me like I'm an animal. You are. I was... I'm sorry. Healer's paw loosens and slides down. His blue iris infuses with firelight to become soft, burnt sienna. I was... But I'm not anymore. And you need to take the responsibility for that. I'm not going to kiss you. You're right. I'm going to be the one kissing you. Kiss! 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 Chef wraps a few fingers around Healer's grip on his throat and tries to peel it off. I'm serious. Don't do this. You gave me these feelings. You made me fall in love with you. Now deal with it. Did he have to word it like that? Fillion, stop. Healer's tethers on the brink. Please, don't. Please. I forgive you. Healer brushes some hair out of Chef's glimmering eyes. I forgive you. You were just a kid. He speaks past a lump in his throat too now. You've been holding this guilt in your chest like cancer for your entire life. You see yourself as a weird, creepy piece of shit, but every memory I have of you is lit by the sunlight that dapples through the trees in this forest where we both grew up. You have to get the fuck over yourself. You have to let me kiss you. Tell me I'm allowed, okay? Chef shakes violently. Hey, at least Healer waits for Chef to get consent. At the very least. At the very least, Healer is respectable. He's just waiting for Chef's consent. And that's good. Just tell me it's okay. His right arm is trapped under Healer's leg. He can't reach up to pull his beanie over his eyes. I can't approach his mind in this moment. Whatever he's going through internally, it's extremely severe. Then he says something completely out of left field. Something that makes Healer seize up and suspend his imminent kiss for one last second. My brother hurt me a lot. He made me do puzzles. Healer, he can't. Just as it was so long ago, he can't express his feelings at all. That's so... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay? Chef smiles shakily. It's... Aww! There we go, they kissed. That's so cute. I totally approve of that. That is so cute. I love it. Healer kisses him. We finally got the kissies. He pushes Chef into the couch. Their paws scrabble desperately up each other's arms and shoulders. Their tails entwine. Chef accidentally fires Mix, and half of the ceiling blends into itself and splits open to spill beams of starlight. Oh, actually, that is romantic. Orange-yellow healing plasma pours like languid vapor from the corners of Healer's voracious maw. Each time they go in too hard with his fangs scratch Chef's lip, he hurriedly casts Heal to off cooldown, non-stop. Yeah, at least he didn't use mix-up themselves. That would have been a bit awkward. Basically, all I'm trying to say is this. The boys are gay and in love. And it is amazing. Yes, it is amazing. Hey, I'm glad that we got to see Chef and Healer kiss. That was so sweet. I really liked it. Well, how about all that? I guess I fucking died or something in the middle there. How unceremonious. I need a word with God. Now that I have my now that my daughter isn't around to hear me swear, he won't like what I have to say. I have to speak to your manager, God. I suppose I knew that my time on this train would shorten drastically if I started to pop heads. Yeah, indeed. She's only gonna go in hell. Oh, combat it just doesn't suit me. I don't know how to, like, win or anything. Healer, get over there. I can't do this update message alone. No one even likes... Oh, okay, so it's just going to say, hey, this is the end of the game for now, right? Sorry, I was lost in my memories. Sweet, deep memories. What I would give to relive this day. Wait, I actually can. I can use Tailsplit to live this scene again. You little creature. I guess my secret is out. It was me the whole time. I'm the monster guy. You pull off the cute and harmless act pretty well, I must say. Indeed. As long as one of them dies within 12 hours. I am cute and harmless, mostly. My kit is all about escaping predators. You'd think that I would have been a herbivore if this was a gentler world. 12 days, oh. Well, it's not. Thank you for reading. You people have no idea how much work this one has. Months and months and months. Really, thank you though. There's more coming, and it's gonna be even more sweet than this one. There are bigger secrets yet to be uncovered. With the advent of the Sugar Bowl, our journey of the end of the line will be anything but easy. Oh man, I hope I don't die next. Fuck. You've got plot armor thicker than Tank's tree trunk of a throat now. Take some comfort in that. I only ask one thing of you, reader. Oh? With what pitiful control you have over this train, you absolutely must protect my daughter. I will, but fuck you. In this state, she's more vulnerable, and thus more volatile, than she ever was with me. Do try your best to ensure that she's comfortable, happy, and free of rust, won't you? I'm not going to be around to do that for her anymore. And with that, see ya at the start of Act 2. End of Act 1. So, there is one thing left to do for now, at least. Is the interlude. Seeing the other two, seeing the other two scenes at the beginning of this entire scene. Oh my god, that's been a wild ride. So we've done Tank. So now let's do Suit next. Let's just do Suit next. Darabella. Hey, what are we eating here? Darabella surprises her brother with a kiss on the side of his snout.
Sister?
She throws in another smooch for Enkidu so that his young familiar doesn't feel left out. Sure. Suit's cafeteria tray sports a customized, perfectly balanced meal which covers all major nutrients and food groups. His sister takes a seat and steals a baby carrot. What are we eating? I do believe the answer to your question has remained the same as every other time you've asked. And I'll thank you to recall that answer for yourself. It's not as though that is beyond your capabilities, is it? Suit crosses his arms, his head upturns with a slight huff of hair through flared nostrils. Far within my capabilities is to keep track of your regiment meal schedule, dearest brother. Darabella rests an elbow on the table and a chin on her upturned palm. Her red eyes sparkle with the playful flame of her distant lineal ancestors. I simply choose not to, because I do not care whether you're getting your baby carrots in or not. More importantly, she tilts her acute expression. Is Enki getting her fill of the granola up there? It's been so long since I've seen her majesty. Chirp. Suit draws a carrot up between his claws and points it at his sister like a diminutive pen which illustrates his point in the air. I'll have you notice, my liege still has plentiful pouchful of the care package that mother sent up from Main Chute. You sure don't need to come down for a refill? The granola's extra crunchy this season. You can't seriously expect us to make the trek for something as trivial as granola. Time, sister, is of the shortest is of even shorter supply than Enki's snack pouch. I'm sure that the same is true for you, with all the job you've been working, and yet here you are. A crushed pallor comes over Darabella's face. The long-eared Lillian tilts her head and allows her eyes to rove off to one side of her taciturn expression. She looks out the grand arched black steel windows into the endless fog of the world. She's quite handsome, if I say so myself. She used to be, at least. Here I am indeed. Rather perilous was the journey up here as well. I never understood why the founding scholars of the first machine would take the phrase "a place of high learning" quite so literally. But, oh, anyway. I'm glad Enkidu is getting her little bits of grain when she can. As for why I made the trek myself, well... In your last letter, you mentioned the acquisition of a new level, and with it a new ability, Sense Thought? Indeed. Darabella lifts a lazy eyebrow. How do you reconcile with the morality of casting that on anyone, under any circumstance? She places a gentle finger on his pencil carrot and flicks it off to the other corner of the room, smiling devilishly. Suit is half tempted to go scrabbling for his precious carrot, but he thinks better of it. He brings the last one to his maw and, deep in rumination, he crunches down, chews, and swallows. The morality of reading minds. Well, Sense Thought is more akin to advanced facial recognition than to a violation of my mind's target's mind. I don't get the full picture, only a flash of insight. I suppose, to a lay investigator, it may prove a useful tool, but I plan to limit my usage. You're minimizing... Wait, Vitario? That's Suit's real name, Vitario? Interesting name. Yes, well... The same question of morality applies to any other information ability. If one is justified in the pursuit of a culprit, or the prevention of a crime, Then by my measure, it is perfectly moral to use sense thought. Arabella bubbles over with laughter. It's a soft, tinkling sound, like wind chimes on the clothesline of freshly washed white linen bed sheets, and her laughter will play repeatedly in Suit's memory for decades after this moment, echoing through every day of his life without her. What's so funny? You're so noble, little brother, so noble. She holds in another laugh and wipes her eyes a bit. I take your square analysis as fact and agree with you. Once you finished your classwork and you begin to hunt the real scum of the world out there in your placement at the bureau, it must be useful to wield such a necessary weapon of wisdom.
Yes, Arabella. I am so very noble and wise. I sense your sarcasm.
Truly I do envy your certainty, but I know it will never be misplaced. If there is one thing I cannot even imagine you doing, it is anything even slightly cruel to any other person. She smiles warmly. Likewise, with that all-nourished brain of yours, I'm sure you'll never use your powers of deduction for anything untoward. Though I do wish I could stay by your side to chide you like this, and to ensure that you behave. He pushes the tray to the middle of the table to signal a full shift in attention from his meal to his sister.
What's this about wishing you could stay by my side? Separated though we may be by the different life paths we've chosen, I up my snouty high roost at university, and you in pursuit of your passions as they apply to those who seek them. You mustn't speak as if you're about to disappear from my life forever, Bella. We'll see each other lots after I graduate. No bureau assignment will wedge our cherished familial connection. Unless you mean to say, rather than I leaving you, it is you who plans to leave me?
She takes his paw in both of her own, her thumbs locked over his wrist, and she looks directly into his eyes, like a beam of moonlight that carves a straight line from the night sky down to earth. I must. She stumbles to continue. I'm afraid I must leave you for some time. I took 6 pulleys and a mountain carriage across the boulderous cliffs to get to you on this afternoon because I've come to tell you this. I've received an invitation to a meeting with with a rather elite club named the Platinum Dixies.
I've heard of them.
They run a casino named the Lucky Spectre. Surely I won't be longer than a month, 2 months. But they have promised me an inordinate amount of experience for my services. I aim to entertain them and their business partners for a few weekends. You know, I've taken no qualms with jobs of this ilk in the past. Oh, I came today to tell you just how very excited I am, dear brother. Sad as it is that I must depart for Luckport. Please tell me you share my enthusiasm. Her words come clear and clean as a babbling freshwater spring. Suit's face is racked with concern.
They mean to pay you in experience points?
What else? XP can be exchanged for goods and services.
An ordinate amount, you say?
Yes.
Bella, you're certain there's nothing, well...
Yes, I vetted these Dixies. They're all rather successful business people. but I've heard the Lucky Spectre is rather a seedy place. Most casinos are. And when you say entertain... No. Oh, gongs. A grand stone and steel bell with ornate carving swings at the top of the university's highest spire, tugged by 2 teachers' assistants. This bell signals the beginning of the next class period. The Arabella keeps her poise well controlled, though her brow does furrow. Come please, little brother. She whispers under the peal of the bell, drowned by its clamor. You know how much I cherish you as the only person in my life that I have told you about the jobs I've taken previously. I've told you that the comfort and confidence I take in these endeavors can be understood only by you, my blood, who knows my predilections better than any other. I should have expected you to. She talks herself into a corner. She pinches her eyes shut and to recalibrate. She pauses. She thinks it over one more time. And then she speaks, her violet eyes flashing open in that instant. I know it is hard for you to put your feelings aside and allow me to do these things. As my lone confidant, I know it is hard for you. And beyond the nature of my line work, I'll talk for a moment about the people at the top of the spectre. I've already said that they are refined people, and the ideas they have shared with me about the future of badge usage would pique your interest intensely. I intend to bring their work back home with me in tow behind a dearth of experience I shall not find elsewhere. The bell gongs for the last time. Please. She squeezes Suit's paw desperately, beseeching him. Give me your blessing and send me on my way for these short months. I promise I will return to you with my dignity full and intact. Suit's body reverberates with the vibration of the grand bell. He had heard it every day for the previous 2 years, and never thought it raucous, but now the sound ricocheted, ear-splittingly between the walls of the overwhelmed him in totality, as if the random seat he had chosen in the cafeteria was the exact center point upon which its sound waves converged. He squeezes her paw in return. His grasp is gentle and reassuring, the kind of practiced affection only a sibling could give. I trust you, Bella. I give you my blessing. You may go. The reverberation of that final gong echoes into nothing. Usually he would leave for class. Today would be the first day in 2 years that he was late. Then I will go. Darabella arises in a flurry of muted joy. She pushes her oaken chair back and hurries over to kiss her brother and his familiar Enkidu goodbye for the last time. Her face is light. Far from her mind is the dangerous, rocky path that her carriage will have to take back down the mountain. Instead, she stares out at the great arched window that runs wall height along the whole side of the cafeteria, and her gaze permeates the glass, the fog, and everything else beyond it all. She looks for the bleak little circle of the sun in the death of the afternoon. It should be coming down into view, lighting the fog by now, but she can't see it at all. Goodbye, brother. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you could trust me. I promise. I'll cause you no worry. She graces Enkidu's soft feathers head with one last extra little smooch. And goodbye, Your Majesty. Sure. And I leave my dearest brother in your care. Okay, so that was Suits segment. That was sweet. And then Imp and the officiary. The only ones left. Time check. Never. Just past 11:30, ma'am. Another cup? Please. Never slides a paper cup under the spout of the old coffee machines and thumps down the give coffee button to fill it with a thick trickle of Joe. The officiary straightens out a stack of highlighted, color-coded, and noted paperwork, which is already perfectly straight. Slow night. Sure is, ma'am. Never moon gazes. You ever, think about moon and stuff? Do I ever think about the moon? Yeah, if the moon ever came crashing down, would it stay put? Or would it just roll down in the world slope? Maybe it would maybe it would even start bouncing off the inconsistencies in our topology. You know, like a golf ball bouncing down the stairs. It would eventually splash into the ocean and soak all the ghost towns on the shore, I suppose. Then it would sink down to the sloped seafloor and kept rolling, slowly, until it fell off the world at the great end falls. Oh my god. Does he think that the earth is flat? God damn it. That place is made up. She licks a bottom and flips through the paper, triple checking the order of the page numbers in each corner. The world is a slope, not a wedge. Even past the end of the ocean, it still descends. Oh, then what holds the ocean together? If it's on a slope, shouldn't it just pour off the world? That's some pretty. There's probably some kind of retaining wall down there, like a dam. The end dam. Sure. Never sneakily reads a few pages of wizard novels under his desk. If the moon come down, that would kill a lot of people, huh? It certainly would. I'm glad the laws of physics have our backs on that one. Some people say the god of the first machine built the moon. Mm-hmm. It's like some kind of god construct, and that's why it stays afloat. A perfect paradise where everyone has infinite XP, infinite food, and infinite cute angel boys. Against her will, the officiary imagines a cute angel boy winking and fluttering his wings. that is just funny. That can't be true. Why not? Science already, measured heaven and proved that heaven is real. We know that there's something above us that our souls are magnetized to. Heaven is an easy word for that. But a mechanical lunar paradise? Cute and angel boys? I sorely doubt it. Never considers her. That is a kind of weird sentence. You know, with all that weird magic bullshit in the world, I don't get why you're so picky about with what you believe, ma'am. Yeah, indeed. Cute angel boys would be amazing. It's precisely because of all the weird magic bullshit that I am so picky. Especially when there are classes like illusionists at play. Take for example, a night shift such as this one. She's talking about work again. Sorry, gotta go to the bathroom. Cover me. Never sneaks over to a desk nearest Imp, who lays half asleep on a lounge chair. Hey, blue guy. Hey, fiend. Leave me alone. You said I could sleep here. Wanna talk about the moon? No, lol. Wanna talk about cute boys? Now you're talking! What about them? He's interested. Never leans in. Rabbit. Rabid. You've been hovering around here for a week. So, you hit up any Lockport boys? Any parties? You like my choker? We got a huge punk scene in this town. Did you know that? Imp lazily looks up. Dude, of course I know that. I was gonna drink for a few days and nights at the with the twins at Black Rainbow, but their little punk shop is all boarded up now. Did they skip town or something? Monsters in disguise? I always thought one of them was a monster in disguise. No, dude. They're dead. Oh. Imp yawns. That sucks. I wanted to de-stress with them before I boarded this train and sealed my fate over a dozen days. They're really dead? Yeah. Beaten to death. Both of them. Fuck! I know, right? I miss them. They were such a unique blend of dark, mischievous gay punk type stuff and foresty. Couple cold ones in the boys type stuff. They used to take me out hiking. We'd set up a black tent in the mountains and roast little cubes of meat around the campfire. But then the next weekend they'd crack a keg of glowy body paint made of powdered blood crystals and take me to a rave and get me fucked up on love potions. In return, of course, I let them feed on me in front of everyone. Oh, wow. Always needed a juice box after though, or else I'd get hella woozy. They talked to me into a belly piercing last time. You wanna see? Oh god. Yeah, obviously. Never lifts his shirts. See? Pretty sick. He lowers his shirt again. Imp yawns. You get any sleep in here? Not really. Still stressed. What you stressed about, little fiend? One eye glimmers under the brim of Imp's witch hat. Can you keep a secret? Yeah, I forget everything people tell me after like 20 minutes. I really have like a fish brain. Word. Guess I'll never see you again after departure, so here's the deal. Imp explains his entire reason for being here. His reason for boarding the Ample Express, the information he's collected on the other passengers, and ultimately... That's my goal of regarding the last monster. Right, he knows. He knows. Because... Because of... Wait, is it... No, it's Act 4. Act 5, yeah. Because of, the radio can't transcript, right? No, it's not this. Yeah, this. This message was intercepted by both Imp and Dancer. He knows. Never is absolutely, tickled. Dude, no way. Yes way, man. No way, that's what you're actually here for. No wonder you've been taking the station out for a week. Yep. That's a pretty cute goal, I gotta say. I'm staking 12 days on it, so yeah, it better be cute. Let me guess. Imp wants to make the last monster his boyfriend. Well, too bad. Chef did it faster than you, so fuck you. A forceful feminine voice comes through from the radio relay behind Never Station. Come in, Station 13. This is urgent. I repeat, come in, Station 13. This is urgent. Never trots over on his own time. Come in. Sup, this is the never knows best station of Station 13. May I ask who is calling? This is the head of the company. Abattoir. Oh fuck. 10 minutes ago, investigations determined the location and trajectory of an extremely high-value target. She's heading in a straight line towards your train station. Detain all patrons who seek passage Detain all patrons who seek passage aboard the Ample Express. Never shares a glance with Imp. Failure to comply will result in termination and immediate arrest. The target will appear to be a normal girl. Species is confidential. Shit. I already boarded the girl and her mom. Roger, yep, copy that. The last monster, huh? Is this about? The officiary clips her paperwork into her color-coded, partitioned binder with a satisfying clack. Who's on the horn, Never? Will you comply? Never stammers sheepishly. The officiary notices this and heads straight over, eyes aflame. A radio call at this high hour? What's going on? Is something amiss? The maintenance lady had already performed her spatial adjustments on the train's instruments. The conductor has already seated himself. At what point do you expect us to lock the damn train into gear, with all these last second changes? Give me the radio. No, just a second. Imp's silent stare burns a hole in Never's periphery. This can't be fucking good. I have to do something, now! Will you or will you not comply? Answer me immediately. The officiary wrests the radio away from Never and holds the receiver to her mouth. What is this about? Over. I'm the head officiary on shift at this station. If you have anything to request from us, you will have to request it from me. Over. Never waves his paw around frantically. That's the boss. That's the boss. Is this Miss Mara Becklin speaking? We're learning everyone's names. That's cool. So Mara Becklin. I would almost say it's finally a normal name. At least Becklin seems normal. I'd advise you to end your message with over for clarity. Over. Never mouths the word boss 6 times in a row. Oh. My sincerest apologies for... I will repeat the command and I give your inferior. Imp uses an unknown ability. The officiary and Never both listens closely to the crackle of the radio relay. Actually, the situation has changed. My top guy has just informed me that we no longer need to disturb your busy shift with this urgent nonsense. It's his illusion. I would apologize for wasting your time, but I do particularly despise apologizing for the mistakes of other people. Excuse me while I go fire someone. Carry on with your last departure as normal. Over. So it's because of Imp. The officiary throws up her hands in exasperation. Well, great. Now I'm all frazzled. I can't remember if my pages are correct in the correct order or not. Wow, she's really like OCD. I think the officiary has a OCD disorder or something. Like, everything has to be perfectly in place, not even a millimeter off, or else she's gonna be disturbed. She throws her binder onto the desk and starts all over again at page 1. Yep, OCD. Never stares at Imp. What? Nothing. Chef bursts into the station in a slurry of wind and snow. Hey, I need to talk to you. Damn, okay. Also, I noticed that now there's a music tab. Is there a... Is this the VS thing? Unstable debate. Oh, okay, there's different tracks. Like, I swear, the trial music is just freaking great. Is it thinking time? Another, I like this one too. It's really cool that they give, wait, Chopin's Prelude? What? I didn't knew that there was actually classical pieces. Fucking around, what is that? Okay, some of the songs are made by Vicky and some by Taycat and some by other people. The music is really cool. Anyways, with this, with all of Act 1 complete, for now, I will take my leave. I will still keep my eyes on updates for the game, but for now, we leave this game for now, and see you guys next time. Take care.